Up next is going to be Jessica in Louisville, Kentucky. Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much for taking my call. I am the biggest fan, and I listen to you every single day. And my 3 teenage boys listen to you in the car, and so they're really learning some great stuff, too. But just to keep it brief, my question is, my husband and I are on baby step 6. We are down to the last $25,000 that we owe on the mortgage. And we have been hitting it hard like the last 4 months. Gazelle intense, cut out all spending, only buying groceries, gas, just the necessities. And so my question is, originally we were going to pay it off June of 2023. We've moved it up to March of 2023. And now that the end is getting to the point where it's in sight, my son the other night asked if we could take him to Nashville at the end of December for the Titans-Cowboys game. And I said, the only way I'm going to Nashville is if I can go see Dave and do our debt-free scream on the stage. So I want to know, would it be okay for us to take the remaining money out of our emergency fund to pay off the mortgage, or should we just be patient and pay it off March 1st like we were planning?
Well, it's not an emergency.
No.
Okay. We generally use an emergency fund for emergencies, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. How much is in your emergency fund?
So right now we have $37,000 in the emergency fund, and then like just $6,000 in like a sinking fund for cars. So that $37,000, if we did pay off the mortgage, our monthly expenses would be right at $3,000. So if we took that down to like $17,000 or $20,000, we would still have that 6 months in that emergency fund to cover an expense.
Well, if you've got 6 months in your emergency fund, when the smoke clears on this question, then you've got an emergency fund that's overfunded.
Right. It is, and with our mortgage, it's close to being right. It's still a little bit over, but like if we take the
What's your
mortgage out of
household
the equation, we're north of $200,000, probably $250,000 with my side hustle.
Well, I would use the car money in a heartbeat.
Okay.
We'll just delay buying a car. We'll get the house paid off because you're really focused on the house payoff. I'm willing to do that. And I'm willing to bring the emergency fund down as long as it's not dangerous. I just don't want to invite Murphy, because when you don't have an emergency fund, you're sending an engraved invitation to crap to come visit you.
Oh, and he's shown up ever since we got really aggressive. Like we had a $2,700 car repair. We had an unexpected water. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
if you have 3 of those and then you end up making $200,000 a year with a paid-for house and you're broke and can't eat, I don't like that plan.
Okay.
So you gotta stay above that, right? But if you're sitting there with $20K and you can still make it and you use the car money, does that sound okay to you?
Yeah. Absolutely. My first thought is, what if your roof leaks? What if, the car breaks down on the way to Nashville? There's so many things that could happen. So
yeah, you just don't want to go down too close. You don't want to violate where you're below the 3 to 6 months of expenses guideline, because you're just asking for crap, And if you can do it and not get below that, then yeah. And I'm definitely using the car money. That's a no-brainer. But I think you're going to make it. I got a feeling.
Yeah.
I got a feeling you're focused.
Well, and you've got such a great income. It's like, I think if you all pretty aggressive between now and then, you got a good shot.
Yeah. And by the way, we don't recommend, it's not our program to be that intense when you're at baby step 6, but it's okay if you want to be.